Hi everyone, how are you? I'm good and welcome to my channel, Nini's Story and Travel. I hope you all are enjoying my stories and travel vlogs. And for those who are new to my channel, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. And today, we're going to read Stone Soup. A traveling man walked along a dirt road. He had a feather in his hat. He had a smile on his face. His name was Jack Grin, and he was a rat-a-tat man. That meant he could do all sorts of things. He could tumble, he could dance, he could walk on his hands. He could yodel, he could hum, he could even play the drum. He could sing, he could whittle, he even knew some riddles. He could do many things. He had a good life. But sometimes he went hungry. He was hungry now. He had not eaten in many days. He walked until he saw a village. Where there is village, there are people. Where there is people, there is food. Jack ran to the first house. A name was painted on the gate. Tubbs. An old man opened the door. Jack bowed low to the ground and said, "I'm Jack Grin, the rat-a-tat man. I can tumble, I can dance, I can walk on my hands." "I'm sorry," said Mr. Tubbs. "I have no money." "I understand," Jack said. "The truth is, I'm hungry." "I have nothing to share," said Mr. Tubbs. "I only have a bit of salt and pepper. Ask Miss Grubbs next door." Jack hurried to the next house. He knocked. A thin woman answered. Jack bowed low to the ground and said, "Hello, Miss Grubbs," he said. "I'm Jack Grin, the rat-a-tat man. I can yodel, I can hum, I can bang a drum." "I'm sorry," said Miss Grubbs. "I have no money." "I understand," Jack said. "The truth is, I'm hungry." "I have nothing to share," said Miss Grubbs. "I only have a head of garlic. Ask Miss Chubbs next door." Jack hurried to the next house. He knocked. A plump woman answered. Jack bowed low. "Hello, Miss Chubbs. I'm Jack Grin, the rat-a-tat man. I can sing. I can whittle. I can tell a few riddles." "I'm sorry," said Miss Chubbs. "I have no money." "I understand," Jack said. "The truth is, I'm hungry." "I have nothing to share," said Miss Chubbs. "I only have a few potatoes. Ask someone else." Jack did. He knocked on every door. One woman only had cabbage. Her neighbor had only a few carrots. One family had only some bacon. Another family had only a handful of beans. Jack sighed and set off down the road. He walked along for a while. He decided to sit and rest. He saw a stone. The stone gave Jack an idea. He picked it up and examined it. "Perfect," he said. Jack was so happy he ran back to town. He knocked on the first door in the village. Mr. Tubbs answered. "I know you have no food to share," Jack said. "Do you have a big pot I could borrow?" "A big pot?" asked Mr. Tubbs. "What have you got?" "It's a soup stone," Jack said. "Is a soup stone?" asked Mr. Tubbs. "It makes great soup," Jack said. "I just add water." Mr. Tubbs went inside. He came back with a huge pot. Jack carried the big pot to the village square. He filled it with water. He built a fire underneath it and dropped the stone in. The pot bubbled and brewed. Jack waited and waited. Then he dipped a spoon into the water. He tasted it. "Perfect," he said. "It's good." asked Mr. Tubbs. "Well," said Jack, "it will only be better with a little bit of salt and pepper. Not much, just a little. Oh well." "Salt and pepper?" Mr. Tubbs asked. "Don't worry though," Jack said. "It will be good." "Aye, salt and pepper?" asked Mr. Tubbs. He ran to his cottage as fast as he could. He returned with a salt shaker and a pepper mill. Jack sprinkled the salt into the pot. He ground the pepper into the pot. He stirred. The pot bubbled and brewed. Jack waited and waited. Then he dipped a spoon into the pot. He tasted the soup. "Perfect," he said. Miss Grubbs came out of her cottage. She had been watching Jack. She came over and peeked into the pot. "It's stone soup," said Mr. Tubbs. "Is it good?" asked Miss Grubbs. "Well," said Jack, "it will only be better with a little bit of garlic. Not much, just a little. Oh well." "I have garlic," said Miss Grubbs. She ran to her cottage as fast as she could. She returned with a beautiful head of garlic. Jack chopped the head of garlic. He sprinkled the chopped garlic into the pot and stirred. The pot bubbled and brewed. Jack waited and waited. Then he dipped a spoon into the pot. He tasted the stone soup. "Perfect," he said. Miss Chubbs came out of her cottage. She had been watching Jack too. She came over and peeked into the pot, curious as to what it was. "It's stone soup," said Miss Grubbs. "Is it good?" asked Miss Grubbs. And just as Mr. Tubbs and Miss Grubbs had done, Miss Chubbs brought an apron full of potatoes, which Jack then added to the pot of stone soup. By this time, the entire village had gathered around Jack. They had been watching from their windows. They wanted to know what was in the pot. They were curious. A woman ran to get cabbage. A man ran to get carrots. Another villager ran to get beans and bacon. Jack threw it all into the pot and stirred. The pot bubbled and brewed. He dipped a spoon in and tasted the soup. Jack spooned soup out for everyone. He ate until he was full. The villagers ate until they were full. Everyone ate until the pot was empty. Empty, that is, except for the smooth, white stone. "Use it for your next pot of stone soup," Jack said to the villagers as he headed to another village for new friends. Then, so how was it? If you enjoyed it, then please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. Bye!